बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज हम स्टार्ट करेंगे D3 का चैप्टर नंबर 2 जो है हमारे पास क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशंस एंड ग्राफ। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू व्हाट इज़ द डिफरेंस बिटवीन लीनियर इक्वेशन एंड क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन। सो गाइज we have done the linear equation and its general formula is y is equal to mx plus c. Can you see that all the powers of all the variable is equal to 1? While of quadratic equation, the general formula of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c. You can see that one variable is containing a power 2. So whenever any equation in which any variable having a power 2, so that means this is quadratic equation. Now how we will solve quadratic equation in D1 chapter, in D2 chapter number 4 we have done different types of factorization by AC method by using all the three formulas. Now if it is an equation form, that was quadratic expression, now we have quadratic equation. So how we can solve them, because by the end we have two products. So we will use zero product principle. What is zero product principle? If a and b are any two real numbers such that a b mean their product is equal to 0, so that means either a will be 0 or either b will be equal to 0. Similarly, if p and q are the factors of any algebraic expression such that pq is equal to 0, so either p will be equal to 0 or q will be equal to 0. For example, if I am having x into x minus 3, this is equal to 0. This is an quadratic expression. How? If you will multiply, so if it will become x square minus 3x, it is in factorized form. So these are two factors of that quadratic equation. So we will say that either this x is equal to 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0. So from here there is no need to solve it because it's already we are done. So from here we will get 3, will move on the other side 3. So in linear equation you people will have only one solution, while in quadratic equation we will have two solutions, x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 3. For the cubic you will have three solutions. It will depend upon the degrees of the variable. The degree relate with the solution set. So moving towards our exercise 2a, question number 1. Question number 1, part a into a minus 9 is equal to 0. So either a is equal to 0, means we will use the product rule, either a is equal to 0 or a minus 9 is equal to 0. So from here it is already solved. So from here this minus 9 will move on the other side and it will become plus 9. So the solution set is 0 or 9. Moving towards next question, question number part b, that is part b is b into b plus 7 is equal to 0. So either b is equal to 0 or b plus 7 is equal to 0. From here this is plus 7, on the other side it will move and it will become minus 7. I think the rules are clear to you people. If you are not clear about the rules, so I will tell plus sign from equation, when we will move on the other side it will become minus. If it is minus, so on the other side of equation it will become plus. If any term is multiplying, so on the other side it will get divide. If it is dividing, so on the other side it will get multiply. So these are the rules for the equations according to the signs. Okay, so we have solution 0 or minus 7. Moving towards part c, can you see that part c is 5c square plus 25c. Now this is not factorized, that means you have to factorize it. So how can we factorize? Can I take common 5 and c as well? So 5c I will take common, so the remaining part over here is c, and because 5 5s are 25, so this is my answer. So either 5c is equal to 0, this complete term is either 0 or either the other term, c plus 5 is equal to 0. So from here c, 5 is multiplying, on the other side it will get divide, 0 divided by any number, the answer is always 0, and from here c is equal to minus 5. So this is the answer of part c. Moving towards the next part, that is part d, is this exercise is so easy, only you should know the rules of factorization and all that. Okay, from here what thing can I take common? I can take common only d. So from here it will remain 11d minus 1. Remember that when you will take common, so it will not remain 0. It will the remainder will be 1 is equal to 0. So either d is equal to 0 or either 11d minus 1 equal to 0. So this is done. On this part, first of all, you have to shift the number that are adding or subtracting with the variable. So it will become 11d is equal to, it's minus 1. On the other side, it will become plus 1. D is equal to 1 divided by 11. You cannot ignore this one. So 1 divided by 11 is the answer. So my answer is 0 or 1 divided by 11. Clear? Moving towards part E. Part E is minus 4 h square minus 16 h is equal to 0. So when there are minus sign with the first term, so we have to take that minus common as well. So I'll take minus 4h common. The remaining part is h plus. When you will take minus common, so all the other sign will get changed, will get reversed basically. If it is minus, it will become plus. If it is plus, it will become minus. For 4s are 16 and h you have already taken common. So it will become minus 4h is equal to 0 or either h plus 4 equal to 0. From here h is equal to 0 because 0 divided by minus 4 you will get answer 0. So my solution set is 0 or minus 4. It's not necessary that always you will get 0. In these situations that we are having right now, I'm getting for all the parts 0. Next part is 3k minus 81 k square is equal to 0. So can I take 3 common? Because it will come in the table of 3k common. So the remaining is 1 not 0 minus 27k is equal to 0. So either 3k is equal to 0 or 1 minus 27k is equal to 0. Okay, from here k is equal to 0 and from this side it will shift on the other side. It will become 1 is equal to 27k. Now 27 will shift on this side. So it will be 1 divided by 27. So either 0 or 1 divided by 27 is the answer. Moving towards part G. Part G is minus 1 by 2x into 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now it is already in factorized form. So either minus 1 by 2x is equal to 0 or 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. So this will shift on the other side. Obviously it will become 0. X is equal to 0. From this side this is equal to 2x is equal to minus 3. X is equal to minus 3 divided by 2. So either 0 or minus 3 by 2 is the answer. Okay, the next part is 4 by 5y square minus 4y. So can I take 4 common from the numerator because this is 4 and over here it is also 4. So 4y we will take common. From here it will be 1 by 5y minus, because I have taken this 4y complete out, so it will become 1 is equal to 0. So either 4y equal to 0 or 1 by 5y minus 1 equal to 0. So from here you will get the answer 0, and from here I will shift 1 on the other side. This is equal to 1 because it's minus 1. On the other side it will get plus 1. This is 1 by 5 means 5 is divided. On the other side it will become 5 by 1. It will get reciprocal. So the answer is 5. I hope so. This is clear. So my answer is 0 or 5. Moving towards question number 2. Question number 2 is again the same thing, but you have to only solve it with the brackets. M minus 4 and M minus 9 is equal to 0. Now can you see that over here we have single terms, while in this question number 2 we have bracket. So we will use again the two product formula. Either M minus 4 is equal to 0 or M minus 9 is equal to 0 separately. So from here this is equal to M is equal to plus 4 and M is equal to 9. You can use either a line in between them, or either you can use the commas. Both are fine. Okay, moving towards question part B. This is n minus 3 and n plus 5 is equal to 0. So n minus 3, again n minus 3 is equal to 0, or n plus 5 is equal to 0. So it will become n is equal to 3 or n is equal to minus 5. So my solution set is 3 or minus 5. Okay, moving towards next part, that is part C. These are very easy. P plus 1 and P plus 2 is equal to 0. So either P plus 1 is equal to 0, or either P plus 2 is equal to 0. P is equal to minus 1 and P is equal to minus 2. So minus 1 or minus 2 is the solution. Next question, part D, is 7q minus 6, 4q minus 5 equal to 0. So we will do that. 7q minus 6 is equal to 0, or 4q minus 5 is equal to 0. So from here it's 7q minus 6 will become plus 6. From here 4q is equal to 5. Q is equal to 6 by 7 and q is equal to 5 by 4. So either 6 by 7 or 5 by 4 is my answer. Part E is 5s plus 3 into 2 minus s is equal to 0. This chapter is very easy if you have a good command in algebra. Is equal to 0 and 2 minus s is equal to 0. So from here it will be 5s is equal to minus 3. S will be equal to minus 3 divided by 5. And from here 2 is equal to, now you can shift minus s on the other side, so it will become plus s. So that means s is equal to 2. So either minus 3 by 5 or 2. Okay, the last part is part F, is minus 2t minus 5 and 8t minus 5 is equal to 0. So minus 2t minus 5 is equal to 0, minus 2t is equal to plus 5, t is equal to 5 divided by minus 2. Now this 2 is multiplying, do not get confused from this minus sign. Because there is no sign between 2 and t, so that means this minus 2 is multiplying with t, so on the other side it will get divide. Okay, the second one is 8t is equal to 8t minus 5 is equal to 0. 8t is equal to plus 5. T is equal to 5 divided by 8. There is no need to convert them in decimal form. This will often come in your paper 1 without calculator. So that is it for today. See you next time. Allah Hafiz.